What's going on, everyone? Hope you're good. Hope you are well. I figured I'd go ahead. Not gonna lie, I am really starting to enjoy these lives. Um, they're just easy, convenient, fast. You don't have to edit. I do have a video on the way. But just because I've had some stuff going on this week, it's gonna take a little bit more time. Y'all know I don't like to put out essentially half-assed content. What's up, Dunk? I appreciate you stopping by today. I came by to pretty much just talk about Tom Ford fragrances and kind of see where that goes. What's your scent of the day? Let me know, Dunk. Let me know anybody who ends up watching. In the sense, hello. I appreciate you all for stopping by. So today we are here to have some Sour Patch Kids and talk about some Tom Ford fragrances because they are really good. Let me know what your scent of the day is. 100% on that. You are 100% on that. Scent of the day, Obsession by Andy Warhol. Awesome stacks. That's really that's a good one. Hi, Laura. We're here to talk about Tom Ford. Anybody put your scent of the day down below? Oh, perfect. See, in this sense, already knows. It's almost like we're thinking on the same wavelength, So a lot of my Tom Fords are a little bit older. I tend to appreciate Tom Ford for what he did then before they got bought out. Might be a little controversial. I kind of feel like once they sold off to Estee Lauder, they kind of became a cash grab, I'm also gonna put this in there in case anybody wants to share their thoughts. There you go. I kind of feel like they were definitely a lot better when it was Tom Ford trying to come out with his own brand, a name for himself, something to represent the original Noir. Now, from the private blend or the signature, like just Noir, Fritz, let me know. But I'm mostly here to talk about the private blends. However, some of the signature ones, Sahara Noir should have never gotten discontinued, especially discontinued as fast as it did. Should have never happened. We could talk about the purple patchoulis, the black violets, the moss brushes, of course, my Japon Noir, and Amber Absolute Bois Marocain. So many great favorites. Speaking of Amber Absolute, this is prior to them realizing that they made a mistake and went ahead and re-released it around like 2017, I believe. But this, just a really spicy, woody amber. The signature Noir, same as Extreme. Has beautiful that patchouli. That patchouli is something. Tom Ford really does patchouli well. Even in Patchouli Absolute, which isn't my favorite. I wish I could have tried purple patchouli. Mike, what's up, bro? Great to hear you. Great to see you. Amber Absolute. It's a fragrance that I do believe, especially people who love amber fragrances, you have to have tried this fragrance. Wood, spicy, little incense, smoky. little bit of vanilla. It's not the absolute sweetest of vanillas, but there is just a tinge in there. Patchouli Absolute. Hey, Dunk, if I end up finding it, I will be sure to let you know. You know, everybody tends to find stuff, and so I'll be sure to let you know. Juan, what's up, bro? Great to see you. Great to hear from you. I don't know what To Me is, but I'm sure it's a banger because you don't sell anything else other than bangers. You provide hit after hit after hit after hit. Yeah. Amber Absolute. An amber fragrance that you absolutely must try. Sahara Noir was kind of like Amber Absolute. At least back then, because Sahara Noir just came out. Amber Absolute was discontinued. It had a lot of similarities, although still not the same scent, but made for a solid, number 2 alternative within the own line. Let's see what else. I had Lavender Palm, and I honestly think that my movers went ahead and took Lavender Palm from me, which that's not fine, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? We were talking about like some of their like original, I believe it was 9 releases. So Amber Absolute, Purple Patchouli, Tobacco Vanille. We have Japon Noir, which is really one of my all-time favorite fragrances, but is really just, I can't make it my all-time favorite because it's discontinued. Yeah, I know. It's a bummer. They went ahead and they took, I got my collection back after almost a year, and that bottle is completely missing, and it sucks because that's discontinued. And if I want Lavender Extreme, I'm either going to have to pay $350. I hope I could find it at the cosmetic outlet. Plum Japonais is right here. But we are talking about Japon Noir really quick, because this is my baby. Dua came out with an inspiration called like Nights in Japan or something like that, Juan, recently. You did in one of your Dua hauls with the yeahs and the uh-uhs and the huh-hus. I think you actually said that this was okay right now. It was about 2 months ago. 2 months ago. It was like Nights in Japan or Nights Out in Japan, something along those lines. Great video, by the way. If you haven't checked out Juan Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, check him out. Check his store out. Y'all know I've went ahead and covered many of his like just samples that I bought from him. I've went ahead and used them in reviews as of late, and if you didn't know, now you do know. But Japon Noir is really good fragrance. That was one of the first to be gone. I was very fortunate. I got this bottle really when I first started. I also got this decant. Shouts out to Jour, because this is actually how I first found out about it. Jour from the Fragrance Bros. This was a 30 ml decant. And then about a year later, I got this. Jour, not David or Dave, but Jour. Why is the cap so cheap, though? I figured they would have. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot flimsier than what it should be, especially for the price, and especially for the prices now. I mean, I paid $180 for this back in 2013. Goes for about, private blends probably go in 50 mLs or what, maybe about $250, $275. I know Lavender Extreme is like $350, Lost Cherries $350, which I don't even understand that either. those prices are ridiculous. I would not recommend anybody, unless you love that fragrance, do not buy like the bitter peaches, lost cherries. For those prices, get it on a deal or something. Wait till Sephora has it, because Sephora is definitely taken over now that they've sold out with Estee Lauder. But Japon Noir, it's a really nice inky leather with a little bit of jasmine, some like cypress vetiver going on in the mix. It has this like bright top. It hits you with this very quick, just like a jab, like, oh, brightness. And then you're gonna think like, okay, this is almost like if you would have layered Azure Lime, which was another one of their private blends from back in the day. If you layered something like Azure Lime with Tuscan leather. But it starts off with that. Then as the fragrance develops, you instantly get like this inky, mysterious, kind of incensed leather. And vetiver comes within it too. It's a really, really different fragrance. I will say, not that they smell the same, but if you tried ombre leather, you would, and you like it, then you will at least appreciate this for what it is. There are facets of Plum Japonais. There are facets of this in this, but they're both still totally different scents. Plum Japonais has like vanilla and cinnamon and like a booziness to it. The leather gets drowned out a lot. Okay, I got you. Don't. Fougere, I haven't tried Fougere d'Argent. I need to. They are definitely off the chain. Anytime, bro. We show the love. I only have oud wood and a decan of tobacco vanille. Yeah, see, I like tobacco vanille and I like oud wood. Oud wood is one of the few oud fragrances that I would own if I didn't end up owning 6.8 ounces of Aqua de Palma's Colonia Oud, which is almost a similar fragrance to me. Tobacco vanille I like, but after trying Dua's Cherry Tobacco, those two fragrances are very much like incomplete, whereas Dua's Cherry Tobacco, almost everything that I like about Tobacco Vanille and everything I like about Lost Cherry, the very few things I like about Lost Cherry, fill the void of what I felt was missing in Tobacco Vanille, which was, it was really good, but it could have just used a little bit more like fruit creaminess, vanilla, some sort of like liquor vibe, which Lost Cherry has like that cherry liqueur kind of thing going with it. And it just makes Tobacco Vanille so much more smoother. I equate it almost to maybe if you get like a Black and Mild or something, and then you hold on. What's up, bro?
What it do, man?
Stacks in the building.
Everything coming in clear now. Sound.
Oh yeah, we're good. Definitely today. I made sure, like I said, we've got everything back on track now after that first day. So trial and error,
Yeah, and you're having a great discussion today on some Tom Ford.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to discuss more and just get out there a little bit more with streaming, get more interaction going with people whoever wants to come on anytime and always, and see where it just evolves at that point. So how you doing though?
Oh, good, man. I just wanted to hop on real quick and just show some love to the channel, get on the live stream, and show some love because a lot of people don't hop on, so I figured I'd show some love on there.
Hey, I appreciate you. You know, anytime you're welcome. If you want to talk at any point, I'm always here. I'm also looking to do some like Saturday mid-afternoon streams going forward. I'm
Oh
not sure
yeah,
if you saw that.
perfect.
So, because I know sometimes you work. Aaron, what's up?
Yeah,
So,
usually I'm off on Fridays. Mainly work Monday through Thursday. So
got
Friday,
you.
Saturday, and Sunday, I'm pretty available.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, man, I appreciate you definitely stopping by. Just here talking about how expensive Tom Ford is now,
Very
and
expensive. I was surprised when I got it for. I think I got it. My wife got it for my birthday.
uh-huh.
And mine started with a decant from Sephora. The decants they sell the 10 mLs for like 65,
Yeah.
and she had got me a decant of oud wood, and I was just like, man, I don't even want to spray it that much. I told everybody, I know how many times I wore the decant. I wore it to 2
Mm-hmm.
funerals and 1 wedding, and
Right.
that's the only time I wore it because I just didn't want to waste the juice. So then for
Right.
my birthday, it was my birthday or Christmas, one of the two. She got me a 50 ml. I was like, my eyes were all watering. I was just like, crazy,
Wife of the
afraid to bring
decade,
water to
wife
the
of the
house.
century for real. After that, that's awesome. Yeah, oud wood, like I said, is one I would get if I didn't buy like half of a building's worth of Aqua de Palma's Colonia oud, which was almost like the same thing.
How does
So
that
that's
perform?
Colonia oud performs well considering it's a OD cologne
Yeah, I heard a
concentrate.
lot about Aqua de Parma's longevity, but I heard their stuff smells good. It's just longevity issues.
That one is one of the ones that will still the ones in the brown bottles tend to perform better than anything else.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So, but yeah, oud was definitely up there though. I do enjoy that one. I like that one more than the other oud offerings that they can, because they got like tobacco oud and mineral, and some of those are just kind of crazy. But
Oh yeah.
hell yeah.
Uh, all right, Joe. We're gonna have a train come through here, so it's fixing to get loud, bro. I just wanted to stop
Hey,
by and just holler at you, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Like I said, you're welcome anytime.
I'm
So
still gonna be in the chat. I'm just get off the live because I know this train's fixing to come through.
you're good.
All right, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Take it easy.
See ya. So yeah, that was Stacks Reviews, everybody. Check him out. If you haven't, you should know about him because he is a good reviewer. He's providing a whole lot of content, giving you different scenarios, different places and spaces. Once again, shouts out to Aram with the oud wood. Oud wood is definitely nice. We've mentioned that. Shouts out to Mike at Making Sense. Check out his channel, check out his fragrances. I've raved about them. Mr. Miami's, Aram's Pocket. So many offerings, so many more that I'm going to be getting into real soon. Call me crazy. I love oud wood. Rive d'Ambre was another good one. I actually like Soleil Brulant one. I It wasn't my favorite by any means. Absolutely not. But it was a fragrance I did enjoy. I like that coffee note. I don't like the price, but anytime, bro. I didn't like the price because it's up there with those like bitter peaches and lavender extremes. But I did like Soleil Brulant. That's one I would definitely add. I did the sales associate vlog thing last month, and that was one of the Tom Fords that I had first tried. I did enjoy that one. Yeah, Vanilla Affair is definitely, although it doesn't have as much tobacco, like tobacco vanille is tobacco vanille. Vanilla Affair has this like tobacco-ish vibe accord to it, like much more milder, more smoother, and much more milder, much more smoother tone. It's definitely very solid. But where I was going when Stack showed up and we got on the oud wood kick was that tobacco vanille almost in comparison to Dua's cherry tobacco is almost equivalent to you like having maybe a cigar or something, and then you have the cigar but with more flavor, like a fruity flavor of some sort, whether it's like a cherry or raspberry, white grape. It just adds a different touch. You like them both, but definitely by adding that flavor gives it much more character, much more. Of course, when we're talking about Tom Ford, we cannot forget Tuscan leather. Drake rapped about it. Put it in his album, Nothing Was the Same. Tom Ford, Tuscan leather, smelling like a brick. I can't judge. I've never done cocaine. I'm not even going to act like it. The wife like Vanille Fatale. See, Vanille Fatale, that was a good fragrance too. He has so many fragrances. He came out with so many after that Estee Lauder deal. He got rid of so many and he added so many. Have any of y'all tried London? I tried London. I reviewed London as a decant. I forgot who gave me that decant a while back, but I did a review on it. It was just called London. And for a minute, it was a London exclusive. It came out in like 2014. And it was good. It did have facets of like oud wood and something almost like an amber absolute. Definitely much more on that oud wood side, but that was a good fragrance. It's just Tom Ford has released so many, although I don't think he'll ever get rid of this one. It's definitely a solid fragrance. Leather, that raspberry. This kind of has a little bit of like an incense, but at the end of the day, this is just like a really nice leather bag, leather jacket. It's not necessarily car leather, though. It's definitely some sort of really raw type of leather. Nothing super smooth and refined, in my opinion. This does not last as long. Well, this does. But if you were to buy it now, it will not last you as long. This is still the same bottle I was even using when I was talking about back in the day, blending it with the Ventus. Shouts out to Rizzo from A Gentleman's Corner for coming up with that blend. But Tuscan leather, I mean, that's one of the few popular ones, that Noir de Noir, Tobacco Vanille. Those three, I think, will forever and always be in rotation. And they'll just get rid of everything else and kind of interchange everything else, Around the time of him getting bought by Estee Lauder, he went ahead and he started like coming out with all these extra lines. Like I said, he started doing like the oud wood line with tobacco oud and oud minerale. He started getting more into those Neroli, Portofino, Mandarino di Amalfi, Costa Azuras, or the blues. I don't think he did Soleil Brulant yet, but he did do like this whole garden collection. And that's where Cafe Rose comes into play. Rip the Mick, my Mickers. It's because of him that really I know he loved this fragrance. He loved this fragrance, and damn. This is a fragrance that you do have to be a little bit more, bold and confident as a man to wear. However, a man can pull it off, just like a man could wear pink if he wanted to. A man can pull this off. this does do something though when a woman is wearing it. This is red dress sexy on a woman, or black dress, red lipstick sexy on a woman. But you get very subtle. It's not that pronounced on the coffee. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and act like it is. But you do get a subtle amount of not brewed coffee, but the actual coffee beans mixed with the like vetiver and 50 shades of rose, because there's at least like 4 or 5 different roses going on in here. And incense. It's just a really good fragrance. I think they discontinued this too. No, they didn't discontinue this because they still had this when I went to go with Silhouettes and Sillage. Medicated Mediocrity here on YouTube. I did a few videos and collabs with him this year. But so yeah, they didn't discontinue this one, but they discontinued the rest of the garden line. Why are they discontinuing everything? Like, why put it out if you're just going to cut it? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments down below. Especially that, you know, they got rid of Bois Marocain. They got rid of London after releasing it. Although, okay, you can make the case that was just supposed to be a limited exclusive. They got rid of Azure Lime, which, again, it was a solid fragrance. It was very much just a citrus. I mean, expensive, overpriced, sure, but it wasn't a bad fragrance by any means. Italian cypress, amazing fragrance. Trying to think which other ones. Rive d'Ambre, purple patchouli. You've had Noir de Noir, Tuscan leather. Their signature line, they're getting rid of Gray Vetiver. What is going on? Tom Ford Extreme. And if Aaron's still here, Tom Ford Extreme is definitely... What's up, Rudy? Check out Tom the Muskup's channel too if you haven't yet. Dude is amazing. He was one of the ones that I covered when I did my top reviewers list when I first came back. Love that man's channel. Beau de Jour Private. Yeah, they got... Well, I think they got rid of it just so this way they could be more cost efficient. And I haven't tried the private blend. I've tried the regular Beau de Jour from the signature side. Just like I didn't have a chance to try Ombre Leather 16, but I tried Ombre Leather. So I think they just did that just so this way they could kind of cut corners because they knew it was a great fragrance. But yeah, I'm just wondering, like, where do they go cutting all these fragrances? Oh, Tom Ford Extreme. Really, really good men's fragrance. You know, you get this bit of like woods. I don't want to say it was boozy, but it had a boozy like vibe to it. And God, I remember first finding out when Tom Ford Extreme got discontinued, and I had just bought Mita and Killian's Bamboo Harmony, and I couldn't go back and get it. And like a week later, they went ahead and the prices jumped on that. And then about a month later, actually, is when Sahara Noir had just gotten cut after a year. It's weird. But yeah, they just... I don't understand. I mean, I understand, right? It's a business. They're meant to come out with a fragrance. They want you to buy it, spend all of your money on it in that moment, and then turn around. hold on, because Rudy has an answer, and when Rudy talks, we listen. When they pull fragrances from the private to the signature and charge money, that tells me private line quality. Very valid. Bamboo Harmony is a really smooth, clean fragrance. Doctors, teachers, dentists, summertime, springtime even. It's smooth. It wouldn't be my first recommendation, but as somebody who would be like an enthusiast or a collector, you do got to try it. You're probably going to buy it after you try it, especially after you try it a few times. You know what I'm saying? Don't. So that is kind of how I see Bamboo Harmony. It is a good quality fragrance, but especially given the price tag, that wouldn't be the first thing that I recommend to a teacher, to somebody in the hospital. Say BDJ, private, and signature really ain't. Oh, okay. Well, if there ain't that much different, then we ain't really missing that much, are we? But yeah, Japon Noir, really nice inky leather fragrance. I would recommend this in like definitely dead of winter. You could get away with this in the fall. You could get away with this on a spring night. But you will be absolutely mysterious when you're wearing this fragrance. I would not recommend this fragrance for anyone who isn't at least 21 and up. You have to have some appreciation for your fragrances. Otherwise, you're going to get this and not know what to do with it. It is unisex, but leans a whole lot masculine. So just FYI. Good fragrance, though. Plum Japonais. Kind of in the same thing, but you could get away with this absolutely fall and winter, especially because of that spicy plum. Because of that spicy plum, I would definitely say fall and winter, less springtime. This has jasmine. This has plum liqueur. I want to try Ébène too. I absolutely want to. I tried to when I was giving that rant about sales associates. They didn't have it. They actually didn't even know what I was talking about. I had to show them the bottle for them to be like, oh, the only reason why I didn't put them on blast about it is because at least they didn't sit here and say I was trying to show them a fake fragrance. The way the person in Macy's was trying to say I was showing them a fake fragrance with the Carolina Herrera Superstars, and how I need to go ahead and buy whatever they were offering, which wasn't what I wanted. I hear you, Rudy. But yeah, you could, these two being Plum Japonais and Japon Noir, spring, fall, winter, just fall and winter. I don't know if Ebony Ivory, what's up, Pat? Check out Sense of Salt's channel if you haven't. The man is probably the funniest man in all of Fragcom. One of the for sure. It's close because I Am Joey Cannoli is up there too, definitely. Either way, though, that's not bad. Like, even if it's 1A, 1B, I ain't mad at it. But his channel as a whole, Sense of Salts, amazing. The man puts out some amazing content for you all. The fact that he's not at like 50,000 subs yet is a crime. Okay? check his channel out. I'm gonna charge for what? For the Plum Japonais, Rudy? You're talking about $3.50 for 50 ml? I need the 200s, right? Ball on a budget. Hey, we're all trying to do that. Odd, it comes in a clear bottle. I don't like that. Yeah, the black bottles, the brown bottles, even the colored bottles. Well, not so much the blue, but the red, the bitter peach, the lost cherry, lavender extreme with the metallic. Definitely, their bottles are definitely good. Shouts out to Captain Blimp. I appreciate you. Hey, the cigar stream was definitely great. And if you haven't checked it out yet, we went ahead. We on Joey Cannoli. I am Joey Cannoli's channel. Smoked a cigar from the Sahara cigar collection in regards to his new tobacco rollout. We reviewed, we talked, we chilled. It was such a great time. Check it out on I Am Joey Cannoli's channel. They're making colorful bottles now. Yeah, it almost feels like the Infinity Stones, really. Like they're coming out with one in it. They got red, they got white, they had teal. They didn't come out with blue yet. I think once they come out with blue, they'll probably do some sort of like 4th of July marketing too. You know how like Christmas time they go ahead and they do the gift sets and everything. Don't be surprised if that's what ends up happening. What's up, OG? I appreciate you for stopping by. I'm just here chilling, talking about some fragrances, talking about Tom Ford in particular right now and how they should have never went ahead and gotten rid of some of the ones they did or made the reforms that they have ever since they, sold out to Estee Lauder, literally like they sold to Estee Lauder. But thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is, but I mean like blue. Like if they come out with like a blue like this, they'll go ahead and come out with that EF economy tank. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost. I'm lost there. Hey, and when Russell agrees with me, when the Mac attacks and he says what he says, it has to be true. It's certified at that point. But overall, I feel like their fragrances are good. Tuscan leather, not the beast it was, but still is a really nice fragrance. A fragrance that you could wear fall, winter also. Definitely destroyed itself, especially like the marketing used to be so creative. Now it's very bland and generic, borderline. Like it's trying to be risque. It's like somebody who doesn't curse and now all of a sudden is like, damn, there you go, I cursed. And it's like, nah, that ain't cursing. But Amber Absolute, great for the fall and winter. Nice little vanilla, woodsy, burnt, ashy, amber fragrance. Unlike the other amber fragrances of like Ombre 114 from Histoire des Parfums. Definitely nothing like Ombre Narguilé from Hermes. What you think, Mac, of Ombre Leather, the new one? Let me know. I didn't mind it, but at the same time, I felt it wasn't worth owning if you had, like, you could only have one of the two, either the parfum or, the white label or the black label, parfum or regular. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Hope you well. Over here talking about Tom Ford and selling out, What's your scent of the day? Let me know down below. When check that. No, I already saw that. Tuscan leather, I could tell you doesn't smell like Coke. Maybe from experience. Hey, and that's what I was wondering. I was like, does this really? Not this. That's Plum Japonais. Does this really smell like Coke? Does it? I don't. Like, I can't imagine it smell. I haven't tried Coke, but even when smelling it, I don't imagine it was said. Yeah. I'll delete the stream. I got you. I got you. I'll delete the stream. You know, I'll definitely make sure I delete the stream. Ombre 114 is such a good fragrance. Really, really good fragrance. Damn, it's such a. That's one I have to add to my collection. I have 1899. I want to get all right. See, I don't have like 69s or nothing to go ahead and just delete, you know. If you want me to delete the stream, shit, I don't know. Put Sour Patch in the chat. But yeah, Tuscan leather. I was always wondering about that. Smells good. He's talking about ombre leather here. Smells good. I have the original. Go Dolphin. Yes. Healy Yuzu today. Selmarin is classic. That's a classic, just marine fragrance. And Yuzu, I haven't tried yet. I do want to try. It's not a bad fragrance. No, I know. I appreciate you, though. I would do it for you, man. I would do it for you. Nah, don't worry, man. I'm not. I'm just. These are like brothers to me, so we're all just messing around here. You know, we all love our almond fragrances, and we just be chilling. Almond fragrances, the leather fragrances. That was amber fragrance. Amber fragrances too. But yeah, I don't know. Tom Ford used to be one of my favorite houses. Obviously, when I first came in, I bought like 7 of these. Not Plum Japonais, but 7 private blends. Since then, one has gotten stolen. The other one I've used up. Aqua de Palma's leather. I've tried it or smelled it. I haven't like worn it on me. I did like it. It kind of reminded me a little bit like as a cheaper alternative to Polo's Supreme leather. And I don't know if it was just because of the bottle and, you know, the fact that they both kind of released around the same time. But so touching. Y'all are funny. Can't find any Damali in San Fran. Ojan is a good fragrance. It is definitely one of the ones that more people would appreciate from Parfums de Marly just because it is so different. It's not my favorite. My personal favorite is Go Dolphin, Herod, and then Percival, which, yes, it is basically Mont Blanc Legend, Abercrombie and Fitch, but for like $300. But pull your skirt down, B. But yeah, that Ojan, really good fragrance. I hope you find it. Yeah, I know, Mac. That's why I was like, great minds think alike here. That's how I know, like, you know, a lot of reviewers tend to like kind of click up if they got the same like couple of favorite fragrances or they just like the person. But most of the time, it's usually when everybody kind of likes some of the same stuff. Yeah, them gourmands be something else, especially, you know, like a lot of the amens, which I wish they would just bring those back. You know, the pure coffees, pure tonkas, pure wood, Havana, malt. Tomorrow is only a day away. Yeah, I think if there was a couple of fragrances that Tom Ford should definitely bring back, in my opinion, it should be Sahara Noir, Tom Ford Extreme, Black Violet, Rive d'Ambre, and Italian Cypress. That would be probably like my top 5. If I had to do an honorable mention, it would be Bois Marocain. Was definitely a really good one. Love at First Sniff. Those are the best ones. Love at First Sniff. But I think that would be my solid top 6. Not sure about y'all. Anybody who's watching this in the future, as I always say, let me know in the comments down below what your like 6 that you're upset that they discontinued, and or 6 that you wish they would just bring back. That I think would be like a really nice one to like just leave as just a headliner for the comments, right? They do, and I'm still upset that they neutered Back to Black from By Killian. That was my baby. That in the clubs in Atlanta, that was something nice. That, and it only worked there. It literally only worked there. I couldn't be walking down the street, you know, and it just only ever worked in the clubs. But they neutered so many fragrances too from Killian, the performance. They've just, what are you doing? What are you doing, Estee Lauder? Later, Stacks. Appreciate you again stopping by. Hey. Yeah, this story was shared on Killer Frag's channel. Man's a genius, by the way, so check him out too. But that's kind of it. I just kind of want to do this. For some reason, my computer, again, ever since the other day when the second Overwatch suspended me for the rest of the year, like my computer just hasn't been working the same. And so I'm doing this on my tablet today, which is fine. It is what it is, but I gotta figure out what's going on with my desktop. BP, whoa, the legend himself. What's going on, Brad? I appreciate you for stopping by. Costa Azure is one of my favorite aquatics. It is definitely one of the most classic aquatics. I mean, Neroli Portofino is the classic, right? But Costa Azure made much more of a presence and just did everything that Neroli Portofino did, but just so much better. Italian Cypress, definitely. These are some solid ones. Hey, probably, definitely did. since then, just the internet in general has not been letting me cooperate at all. It did that, and it just went straight into malfunction. But yo, you funny as hell, Rudy. But yeah, that's just some of my thoughts on Tom Ford. I do feel like they need to bring back some of their stuff. Will they? Probably not. I mean, who am I? But if they are listening, I would want them to bring those fragrances back. Listen to the people. What happened to that? People, especially with these, like Killian used to interact more with the people, and I know he sold out to Estee Lauder, so they don't care anymore. But I'm just saying, a little bit more personal interaction again will help your brands go a long way. I'm just trying to give you all good business, so you might want to listen to my unaverage thoughts. I'm just saying. Jeremy said you should get Goldfield Banks wood infusion instead of oud wood. Hey, let me know. Or if you're making a video about it, I will tune in. Check out BP Wolf's channel. The man has been making fragrance reviews since longer than me. And even when we were making fragrance reviews at the same time, he was just coming day after day with a new fragrance. He has like the Pokedex of all reviews, the Fragadex. I think he's legitimately almost reviewed any type of fragrance at this point. He's covered Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secrets, some Zara's. The man knows his stuff. Check out his channel. It is right there. I appreciate you stopping by again, Brad. But yeah, that's just kind of a little bit of a lot of what I've had to say. I appreciate those who have stopped by. I appreciate Stacks for coming through. Again, I'm still looking to do lives mid-Saturday afternoon too. I just did not want to do... I didn't want to edit today. I shot and I didn't want to edit. It's been kind of a crazy week, so I figured let me just get on live really quick and just discuss everything with you all. But this is my baby. This isn't going anywhere. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate everyone who has stopped by. Brad, Rudy, Stacks, Pat, Dunk, Aram, Captain Blimp, the Mac, Return of the Mac, Juan, Laura. How could I forget Laura? My bro, Solano. Indecence. Shouts out to you too. Shouts out to anybody who will be watching this video. Again, let me know in the comments down below which ones you would want to be discontinued. So thank you all for watching. Until later, I will see you all later with more unaverage thoughts.